This is Providence Television International, the game changer.
Welcome to the Week in Review on Providence Television International. I am Ubebo Ikekwa. The Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Lateef Fagbemi's son, has banned the Nigeria police from parading suspects. Commenting on the development, a senior advocate of Nigeria and human rights lawyer, Femi Falana, stated that the practice of parading suspects is illegal. He stressed that the practice constitutes a gross violation of the fundamental right of criminal suspects to the presumption of innocence guaranteed by Section 36 of the Nigerian Constitution and Article 7 of the African Charter on Human and People's Rights Act, Laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2004. He further stated that it is discriminatory as only lowly placed criminal suspects are exposed to media parade by the police. A professor of education, His Royal Highness Professor Aduwa Ogiegban JP, has called on the federal government to fund education adequately in its bid to improve the quality of education across the country. Professor Ogiegban made this known on Saturday during an interview session on the program Prime Movers on Providence Television International. He stressed the need for training and retraining of teachers, noting that teaching shouldn't be an all-comers affair, but should be exclusive to those who are prepared to make teaching a career. Professor Ogiegban also called on relevant authorities to improve on teachers' remuneration, as this would help curb shortage of teachers in educational institutions.
Adequate training of our teachers. Even then, you still discover that there are some people who are non-teachers, trained in different areas, meddling into the academic teaching.
Okay.
It's not supposed to be so. We need really to make the teaching profession a true professional field.
Yes, in his own
it
right.
It shouldn't be
yes.
An all-comers affair. Teachers should be well trained. Apart from the training you get from the institutions, there are other ways of training teachers through workshops, conferences, organizing, seminars for teachers to take on the current trends in education. That's one of them.
Yes.
His Royal Highness Professor Aduwa Ogiegban was one-time Deputy Vice Chancellor, University of Benin, Ekewan campus. The military has announced plans to release 381 rehabilitated ex-terrorists in March 2025, urging state governments to ensure their proper reintegration through monitoring and empowerment programs. Speaking at the stakeholders meeting in Abuja on Tuesday, the Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, said a total 789 ex-combatants are undergoing rehabilitation, with 381 expected to graduate in 2025. General Musa expressed optimism that working closely with local and traditional authorities, states can deploy security apparatus at their disposal to effectively track and monitor the progress of the reintegrated ex-combatants. The United States Ambassador to Nigeria, Richard Mills, has said there is no evidence that the United States Agency for International Development is funding Boko Haram or any terrorist group in Nigeria. Ambassador Mills disclosed this after a meeting with the Nigeria Governors Forum in Abuja late Wednesday night, stressing that no nation condemns Boko Haram's violence more strongly than the United States. He assured that if any evidence is found, the U.S. government will work with the Nigerian government to investigate it. The Republic of Niger has begun enforcing restrictions on Nigerians traveling with the ECOWAS passport, barring entry for those without a valid international passport. This move follows the country's recent withdrawal from the Economic Community of West African States alongside Mali and Burkina Faso. Despite maintaining an open border with Nigeria, new immigration measures are being implemented at crossings such as Ilela and Koni. Cross-border traders and commuters now face difficulties as Nigerian authorities refuse to recognize the ECOWAS passport as a valid means of identification. Operatives of the Nigeria Immigration Service have arrested 40 illegal migrants at different locations in Akuyele local government area of Oyo State. All 40 foreigners entered the country through unauthorized routes, and none could present residence cards or any travel documents during the investigation. Amongst the illegal migrants are 27 Cameroonians, 2 Ghanaians, 10 from Benin Republic, and 1 Togolese, all between the ages of 18 and 35. The Comptroller General of Nigeria Immigration Service, Kemi Nandap, has ordered that necessary actions be taken to repatriate the foreigners to their countries of origin. The Chief of Air Staff, Air Marshal Hassan Abubakar, has ordered a thorough investigation into reports that airstrikes in Katsina State led to the deaths of civilians in the state. 7 civilians, including 6 members of the same family, were accidentally killed on Saturday by airstrikes aimed at bandits in Iauni community of the state. In a statement on Monday, the Director of Public Relations and Information for the Nigerian Air Force, Air Vice Marshal Olushola Akingboyewa, described the allegations as deeply troubling and assured the public of its commitment to uncovering the truth, noting that the Nigerian Air Force operates under strict rules of engagement and internationally accepted standards. The Managing Director of the Nigerian Railway Corporation, Kayode Okpeifa, has reaffirmed its commitment to making rail transport the preferred mobility option in the country, stating that the corporation is focused on improving passenger experience by increasing the number of coaches and enhancing train frequency. He urged passengers to make use of the corporation's customer care portal to provide feedback that could help improve service delivery. A magistrate court in Ilorin, Kwara State on Tuesday remanded an acclaimed Islamic cleric, Abdul Rahman Bello, who allegedly killed a final year student of Kwara State College of Education, Ilorin, last week. The cleric and his accomplices, who have also been remanded, robbed the victim, Ade Fatu Hasfat Yetunde, and killed her for ritual purposes. Abdul Rahman confessed to the killing of Hasfat Yetunde and led the police to the recovery of some parts of the victim's body in his house, while some other body parts were discovered where he had disposed them. The former Federal Commissioner for Information and leader, Pan Niger Delta Forum, Chief Edwin Clark, is dead. Aged 97, Chief Clark died on Monday, 17th February 2025. Clark's death is coming on the heels of the passing of Afenifere leader Pa Ayo Adebanjo, who died some days ago at the age of 96. A towering figure in Nigerian politics and a relentless advocate for the rights of the Niger Delta, Clark was a lawyer, administrator, nationalist, and freedom fighter. He served as Commissioner for Education in the Midwestern region from 1968 to 1971 and later as Commissioner for Finance and Establishment in the defunct Bendel State between 1972 and 1975. At the federal level, he was appointed Commissioner for Information in 1975 and subsequently became a senator from 1979 to 1983. Beyond his political career, Clark was a leading voice for regional and national unity. He was also known for mediating peace among warring communities and politicians in the Niger Delta region. Funeral details will be announced by the family. Veteran broadcaster and media entrepreneur Dr. Emmanuel Igariva has expressed his condolences to the family of the late elder statesman Chief Edwin Clark, stating that his demise is a national loss. Dr. Igariva extolled the late Chief Edwin Clark's belief in the sanctity of democratic government in Nigeria, noting that Chief Clark was a detribalized and compassionate Nigerian. The veteran broadcaster further stated that with the demise of Chief Edwin Clark, an era of fearless nationals who believed in the unity of Nigerians had come to a close.
Clark talking to me now. Yeah. And he said Gonwalk was one of them. Look at the picture there. Gonwalk was the governor of Benue Plateau. So much in him. And we have lost him. Lost, as I said, we lost a great heritage. A detribalized Nigerian, fearless, almost to a fault, but very compassionate. Very, very compassionate. A great human being. In fact, one of the best human beings that I have seen all through my career. We can show the picture again. He believed in one Nigeria. He believed in the sanctity of the democratic process. That's why I think we're going to miss him so much. He believed in the development of the human person. I mean, look at what he...
Super Eagles striker Victor Osimhen has emerged as the most valuable player to ever join the Turkish Super League with his market value of €100 million. The Nigerian international who joined Galatasaray on a season-long loan from Napoli has continued to justify his valuation with 19 goals in 24 appearances across all competitions for the Turkish Giants. The striker's success in Turkey adds another chapter to his remarkable rise in European football, having previously led Napoli to their first Serie A title in 33 years during the 2022-2023 season. Newcastle United could have the chance to sign Nigerian forward Victor Boniface this summer, with the Bayer Leverkusen star being offered to the Magpies. The 24-year-old who played a key role in Leverkusen's historic Bundesliga winning campaign under Xabi Alonso is open to a move to Newcastle United. Intermediaries are working on possible exit routes for the striker, and Newcastle has emerged as the most likely destination for Victor Boniface. Real Madrid on Wednesday secured a commanding 3-1 win over Manchester City in the UEFA Champions League knockout round playoffs, sealing their place in the next stage with an aggregate score of 6-3. Kylian Mbappe delivered a stellar performance, netting a hat-trick to dismantle City's hopes of a comeback. Despite City's 51% possession and 5 goalkeeper saves, their 4 shots on target failed to trouble Madrid, who managed 8 shots on target in a dominant display. Nigeria table tennis star and African Cup men's singles defending champion Kadri Haruna is set to defend his title at the 2025 tournament in Tunisia, where he will also vie for a spot at the 2025 ITTF World Cup in Macau, China. The 2025 ITTF African Cup will be held in Tunis from February 25th to 27th, 2025 at the 5,500 capacity El Menza Sports Palace, and the semi-finalists in both the men's and women's events will secure their places at the expanded ITTF World Cup, which comes up in April. Haruna is among the continent's top stars billed to take part in the first tournament of the ITTF Africa calendar and will renew his long-term rivalry with Egypt's Omar Assar. Well, with that, we come to the end of the week in review on Providence Television International. Thanks for watching. Please stay tuned.